So apparently it's Happy National Soap Opera Day. I had no idea. I try to follow the days that go on my little calendar and stuff. But there's so many of these things. I don't. There's a lot that goes on per. There's a lot per day. I don't know who makes these up, but apparently the first soap opera came out in 1930 today. So it's National Soap Opera Day. So hello everybody. JLJ this morning live. We're live today. So I feel like I had to come on because I do so much soap stuff. Because I have to say something, right? I feel like I have to say something. So that's why I'm here. I have a cupcake from Sprinkles to celebrate. Cheers, cheers, cheers. I'm even look at the right camera. Here we go. Let's move this around. I'm trying to do like I've never done this before in my life. Like this is my first time doing a camera. So cheers. I just did a video yesterday sound fat. You hear me in the okay. This is good. It's a pumpkin one. Good. Excuse me. Should eat one on camera. A coffee cup and coffee. Hi Susan. So yeah, so it's National Soap Opera Day. And I was just like, what can I say about it? Well, soap operas have changed my life, professionally and personally. I can say that. If it wasn't for soap operas, in many ways, I would not be here in this form, doing this stuff on video and TV. When I started my career, I was doing just regular television, and then I was doing radio. So I never thought, and I was doing nothing in the soap opera space. But 7 years ago, that changed, and I started doing stuff in the soap opera space. So, what can I say? This is live, kids. This is totally live. What can I say? Well, I want to thank the genre for what it's given to me, personally and professionally. We'll start, I guess, personally. I was asked my friend Flubbo Boyce's show What's Up After Hours recently, why do I like soaps? And I really couldn't answer. Hi, Kirsten. Good morning. I was like, I couldn't answer. I was like, why do I like soaps? I was like, they were always in my life. My mother watched them, and people I want to know watched them. And so they were always in my life. I always enjoyed them. And I feel like I'm just not, I'm trying to position this. My glasses just fell. Doing live TV, though, it's just something else. Everything's live. And that looks too weird. Okay. I don't know what's going on, kids. I'm trying to showcase the shirt. I'll just pull it up over my breasts. There we go. Guns don't kill people. Definitely the mirror kills people. My favorite shirts. But you guys all see what the shirt looks like. I'll post a picture of the shirt online. I can't get it together. But no, they were always in my life. For some reason, I got hooked on a few of them back in the day, and that was like Santa Barbara, General Hospital. And General Hospital, everybody got swept up in General Hospital. It was kind of everybody was watching it. Days of Our Lives because of Christian Alfonso. So I did tune into one soap. So I thought a woman was beautiful. So that's how I did turn into one soap because I thought Christian Alfonso. Everybody knows the story. If you haven't heard it, you can go to any of my shows and hear about it. So I thought she was beautiful, and I started watching because of her. Even though I'd heard the show before, but I started because of her. I've watched every soap just about that's come out in the last 30, 40 years. If not religiously, like an episode at least or so. I know a lot about the soaps. I used to tape soaps. When you have to tape them, I used to tape them. I used to then of course DVR. Never had TiVo. I didn't have that, but I went straight from tape to DVR. I have the Genie, this little thing over here, my little baby. Does all the work for me. Well, it's dusty right now. Does all the work for me. Little plant. And so I was always watching them. ABC, CBS, and then nighttime, of course. Dallas, Dynasty, Falcon Crest. I watched all those, of course, and so I know maybe it's because it's the the weekliness of it or dailiness. So it's daily, it's weekly, it's a lot of content. There are a lot of stories. Some of them are outrageous, some of them are real. I don't know, I like soaps. I need to one day like really look into that. I wish I could give you some profound answer today on National Soap Day, but I can't. I'm still waking up also. I don't know the taste of my cupcake. Let's watch James eat a cupcake. I wish I knew why, like what the deep down. So let's go to now me. Hi, Jeannie Roberts. So now, cut 2 years later, I'm interviewing soap stars. I'm doing a show or shows where I recap what happens on soaps. So it's funny. So, 6, 7 years later, I come on to Dish and Days, which at the time wasn't Dish and Days. It was the Days where I was after show at AfterBuzz TV. Came on as a fill-in host. Never done video hosting before in my life. You watch the first episode, you can on Dish and Days. You can watch it on their channel. I'm very demure, very kind of just, I wasn't trying to cause attention because I was there to support the current host at the time, Peter Ramos. He was my friend. And I was there just to come on and fill in for Tony Moore, just do a good job and talk about the show. And which I did. I talked about the show and he did that. You find all the emojis, Kirsten. I'll give you that. Good morning, Mel, NYC Reviews. I'm eating a Sprinkles cupcake. It's so good. I came on just to fill in. Didn't know what AfterBuzz TV was, didn't know any of that stuff. And then that was my entree into, so soap operas brought me into this space. I had a lot of knowledge of soaps. I was brought on because of Days of Our Lives, but I knew knowledge of everyone's. And then once I started doing them, I'm like, do you need one for General Hospital? I watched that show too. And they were like, get a crew together. So I got a crew together of Frank, Lucretia, and Lady Dean Harvey. And I was doing that one. I did. So, I mean, I like soaps. So I just did them. Hello, Sis M. Yes, I do the Y&R thing. So AfterBuzz TV, I helped build the soap block. And we started working with General Hospital PR, and I started working with Bone Beautiful PR. I started working with Y&R PR. So shout out to Casey, Casey too at Bone Beautiful. But let's get a shout out to Eva Bassler at Bone Beautiful, Matt Kane at Y&R. It was completely. I give a shout out to Mark Teschner, who started. It just was like, I'll help you out, get you connected to people, and got me connected to GHPR. And it was a wonderful experience. I just started doing it, and I started getting thrown in it. Yes, AfterBuzz gave us great opportunities on teaching how to produce a show, how to get connected, network. I never thought. It's funny, Mel, NYC Reviews. Your NYC is the Big Apple, and you're eating an apple. There you go. That's your morning pun today. But I really didn't. I came in, and again, I wasn't going to be the soap guy. I really didn't plan that. I just was like, I was the soap historian. I was the older one of the group. I watched soaps, but I just thought, I'll just come in and do Dish and Days here and there, and then I'll do GH and then whatever. But I've been building the soap block, and then little by little, I started meeting all the stars. And some of my first ones were Robert Palmer Watkins, great guy. Carolyn Hennessy, another one. Michelle Stafford, Wally Kurth. I mean, these were all my early ones. Donnell Turner. Just so one, and then on Days of Our Lives, of course, Doug and Julie and Deidre Hall and Drake Hogeston. And some. I mean, we started meeting stars, and we were always having people come in the studio, coming on the show. Lauren St. Victor is another one. I say some great, and these some people I still have an interest with. I still talk to today, and some of them have become friends off camera, which to me, hi DG, shocks me also. I really, it shocks me. I was telling Flow Boys yesterday during lunch, and I was like, there are times I pinch myself that I get to do what I get to do. I interviewed someone yesterday. The interview's coming out soon. She's not a soap person, but she's somebody you are. If you're a certain age, you know her from a TV show, a popular TV show that's coming out soon. But I'm like sitting across from her talking to her. That I have a relationship with Eric Braden on Young and the Restless. That Sean Kanan and I are friends off camera. That I know people like former soap stars like Tracy Melkor and Wally Kurtz. I call him up. He shows up to my shows when I ask, and Kathleen Gotti, and it's completely this, like, I just can't. My phone is filled with phone numbers and names. I'm like, I never thought, and in the soap genre, I have other names, other people too, but like just the soap stuff. I grew up watching soaps, and now I'm considered part of the industry. Never thought that in a million years. So Soap Opera Day to me hits me that way also. So National Soap Opera Day means I'm part of this history of the soap opera. I'm not a star on the show. I'm not a writer on the show or producer or director, but I'm soap press. And our shows, my show, Tony Moore's show, Dish and Days, the shows we do now on JLJ Media, they're all still part of the culture and the history of soaps. We've had major interviews, major announcers, interviews, people on our shows, events. We're part of it. And it's so weird to me sometimes. I'm like, really? Like I'm, the stars know who I am, and they hold me in high regard, which is, I'm honored by that, because anybody who wants to come on my show, I'm booking another big name soap star for Bold and Beautiful coming up soon. We're finding the dates and times. But we talked it. But anybody who's come on my show and says they'll do it, I'm always like shocked. But I don't know why I'm shocked, because I've been doing it for so long. I'm just like, you want to come on my show? Great. You think my show's worthy of notice? I have the audience. So you guys are here today. And you guys and the audience. National Soap Opera Day, to me, the soap audience is a very strong audience. They are not to be played with. Soap folks are not to be played with, folks. They're not. Now, I mean, just soap Twitter, where it's bonkers. The soap Twitter is bonkers. But I'm talking about just, it's completely the soap fans. The soap fans are just very strong. Thank you, System. Yes, I love talking to the older soap stars. I'm a little older. I may look good for my age. I'm a little older. And I feel like soaps are multi-generational. If you talk about National Soap Opera Day, we have to remember there are people who started out in the genre, and there's some who've been in for a long time. So thank you about the Peter Bergman and the Victor Newman. They're amazing. They're amazing guys. They're amazing actors. They have amazing life. It's like Michelle Stafford's my friend. So Michelle Stafford's been, we haven't chatted. I chatted with Michelle Stafford when the last time we talked online on a show is when she came over to Y&R. I haven't had her on since she's been on. I'm gonna get her to come on soon as Phyllis, but I had her on, which was on General Hospital several times on our General Hospital show, and I had her when she was leaving. There was a lot of controversy, and I had her on then. But Michelle Stafford is actually really one of my good friends. I know her kids. I've been to her house. We've done work together. I have organized her house. We've done all kinds of stuff together. So Michelle, and that's another one. Michelle Stafford. I want to tell you, Michelle is a hardworking, real person. She is somebody who she respects me. I respect her. She's a great actor, a fabulous actress. I mean, just that goes without saying. But she's a kick-ass chick. And she always call her that. I love her. She always calls me one of her homies. And I do. She's very loyal and she's very supportive. And I know that when I call her up or I say, can you come on? She comes on. She does. She always comes on. So she'll be on soon. So look out for Y&R. She'll be on soon. Sometimes here's a little behind the scenes, folks, of how I produce shows. and Tony Moore too. He can tell you the same thing at Edition Days. We try to bring people on the show that are in great. Have a good day, Mel. People have what am I gonna say? When they have a good when they're in a major storyline, current storyline. That's when I try to bring people on, because that's the most views. I can bring people on anytime, and they'll get some views, but usually it's like bring them on when they're hot on screen, and everybody's talking about them. I try to bring them onto the show. So keep that in mind, because folks will say to me, "Jason, well, get so and so." I'm like, I could, and that's fine, but it's like it'll do okay because they're so and so. But I'd rather have somebody who's on, hi Adam Woods, who actually, is in a hot storyline or who's on screen. Bring them on, then they can talk about the story and give you some more behind the scenes. And it's producing your show. It's first of all, scheduling is not always easy. Adam Woods knows this. He has a Corey Woods. Scheduling people is not always easy. Having them show up is not always guaranteed. They are working people. And on soaps, they're doing 7 to 8 episodes a day sometimes. They're filming. I have a lot of shows. So it's all between today's National Soap Opera Day. So that's why I'm talking. Today's National Soap Opera Day. So I'm talking about the soap opera part of my life. I have a section carved out. We have Soap Sundays. If you're new to watching this, we do live shows every Sunday, all day long. So I have Bold and the Beautiful, Young and the Restless, General Hospital. I don't do days because our sister people, Tony Moore and them, do Edition Days on their channel. So I occasionally go on there and help them out. Then also I do the Dallas after show and the Falcon Crest after show. So I do 5 soap after shows. I don't do Knots Landing because my friends do the Knots Landing after show already. And I haven't added Dynasty to the next. I have so many shows I can't even add another show right now. So one day, I'm a Texas Rangers fan. So behind the scenes, we try to produce a good show for you that's current and that will make sense and get the most eyes. I'm also competing with, on some level, other soap shows. I will say this with pride: I'm one of the few that does video and audio. So that's you do yours last minute. I usually promote a week in advance, right? But for me, I do them. Edition Days does video. Alan Locker, the Locker Room, does video. Michael Fairman does video, but it's just like sporadic. He doesn't do it. He's not a weekly guy all the time. Now Bold has one, but the rest of these shows are usually just audio. There are a lot of GH audio ones, a lot of couple of Y&R body, a couple of Y&R body audio ones. There's some that do multiple shows, like the Chats or Soap Party 411, my girl Candace and all them. They do a section for all soaps. We are audio and video. And also, we're one of the few ones who gets actors. Not all these shows get actors. They just recap the show and tell their opinion. As I say that, I'm having a bite of my Sprinkles cupcake. It's pumpkin with this cream frosting. So good at 9:11 a.m. Hands, Inglewood. Well, actually, it's Ladera Heights' finest. Pans is good. I just went there recently. Pans is good. Hi, Mysterio. I see names I know. Adam Woods, you like Pans, right? You like Pan? I just took Flobo there for the first time. You never been. It's an institution. Anyway, no, but but yeah. So the soaps. I mean, it's become my life. I mean, I do other stuff, folks. I do other stuff. I talk about medical things and organizing and Star Wars. But my biggest shows on this network, on JLJ Media, besides When Calls to Heart, the Hallmark stuff, are the soap stuff. GH is my biggest show. Wait, did 72 gas, 72 cent breakfast? Oh, I didn't even know. I could have went over this morning. We're too late now. I'm probably busy over there now. All right, let's just say, I'm gonna blank. Since this is doing a live show, I'm gonna blank all of a sudden. What's I talking about? I'm like, okay. So I do GH. That's the biggest one. GH Mini Spotlight is my biggest show every week. The GH fans just come on. It bulldozes everything. I'm just so shocked. Pumpkin cupcakes, yeah, same thing. Yeah, pumpkin cake. Oh. Helicopter flying over me. This is Inglewood. Oh, Adam, you're going to, Adam. I'm going to hold on to it, Adam. You're going to be, you'll be on one of my shows. You're going to be. I have you written down. You're gonna be on one of my shows. Don't worry. We can get you on it because everybody roped in at some point. You're going to come into the show. Maybe I had Jack Farmer on the show, so we're going to have you on the show, of course. But General House was my big one. And then Bold the Beautiful and Y&R are my next two. They're just, and my Dallas, they all do well. But the daytime fan base, they followed me over. I'm very grateful for that. I mean, a lot of folks didn't know because AfterBuzz. How can I say this without being super shady? I mean, I'm always shady, but I'm just going to be super shady on Shady Wednesday. AfterBuzz quietly went off into the wind and left people hanging, the fans going, well, where can I find our weekly shows? Tony and I talked and we were like, should we continue them? I had no plans of continuing doing the soap shows. No plans. I was doing little mini spotlights and interviews, but I was like, I'm not gonna recap this. So I'm done. I was trying to leave the soap. Hi, David. I was trying to leave the soap world. I was like, screw all that noise. I'm done. And then I felt for the fans. I really did. And the hosts, they were like, well, James, well, if we come to you, can we do it with you? And I'm like, I don't know why people want to hang out with me. I'm just some old loud guy who just, in the corner. But they did. And we had, so far it's been wonderful. Amanda Russ, Tammy Govea, Frank Moran, Lucretia Lyon. It's been fun. It's been fun doing these. And we've met many of, go to Shade, and we've met many of the other podcasters, and I brought them on the shows. Port Misery, the Port Charles Sisters in general, 10-4 GH. I'm like, come on, let's all talk about it. It's all one big community. Why not? I just was like, Izzy Philo. I just never thought I'd be doing this. I'm like, I'm the soap guy. Why am I the soap guy? I got to go to the Emmys and wear my famous purple velvet suit that went viral. And that was an amazing experience. Being on television, that was an amazing experience. I also, as Adam Woods was bringing up, I have audio dramas. I have audio soap operas. Because of last year, there was no production for a long time. LA shut down because of COVID. There were no new soaps except for Days of Our Lives for the first time in over 40 years. The soaps ran out. 3 of the soaps ran out. They literally ran out of shows. And so we decided, Casey Hutchison, I will give it to him. He had a show. He pitched me an idea. I was just an after show. I was very much like an AfterBuzz TV, a mini AfterBuzz TV. I was after shows, interview shows, specialty shows. I hadn't gone into but I'm a writer. I'm actually a writer. I have books. I'm an author. I've wrote 50-something books. But we were talking, he sent me the script for Forever and a Day. I was like, Forever and a Day? And this 20-year-old kid, that original script, I loved it. I loved it. I'm like, he got it. He got the genre. He got it. And I said, let's bring it. Let's try it. And we were the first ones out the gate to do this. No one else was doing it because it's not an audiobook, and it's not a podcast, and it's not video. It's a mixture of all of them in this kind of, like Adam calls it, a play, so kind of like a play form, but it's video. It's video on audio. Kirsten Marie, who is in here, is part of our second largest but I guess like a soap, Mistletoe Road, which comes back this fall. So this spring. So it completely between those two shows, it changed my life. So now Forever and a Day is going on its third season. We come up with its third season, and they're very soap opera. They are very soap opera. We have a fan base, and people are enjoying it. Hi, Rena Sheen. I saw people I know, and you can, and so my shows range. Adam, you're absolutely correct. My shows range. I have some shows. I have over 13 shows ready to go that have not even been produced or acted out yet. They're all, the seasons are written. I have a Christian drama. I have a mystery on the run drama. I have a comedy that we are recording right now of two superheroes who always mess everything up. I have a lot. I have one for people over 50. Oh, thank you. I try to be very diverse, and I don't know why I'm on the hamster wheel right now. I don't know how I do all this stuff half the time. I guess it's the coffee. And my shows are out right now. We had a story on Cupid, a horror drama on the Easter Bunny killing people. They were very popular. Santa Claus drama where the Santa Clauses are fighting. We have all kinds of stuff. And I have one called the Kringles coming out, where there's this shady Santa Claus related family from South Pole. So I mean, we really write all kinds of stuff. I have a gay straight drama. I have an all black drama. I have the Email, our first audio comedy did really well. I mean, I'm finding all these great actors, but it's all because of National Soap Opera Day, basically. They're all because they started out this soap opera stuff, because we kept saying, last year there was nothing, and people were standing around going, what do we do? And now Broadway.com has a couple of audio dramas, and there's people, and I know Queers and Soaps are doing an audio drama. Like, now people are starting to do it. And I'd like to think, whether they give me credit or not, we were one of the first to actually really go full steam ahead. I think I'm the one with the most audio dramas of any network. And I know at the Emmys, and I know Independent Spirit Awards, they've been looking at me and talking to me about my work. But I like to think that I have the most at anybody. But here's the soap opera truth for you guys. I don't get any recognition. Not really. Not from any mainstream press. Nothing. I get recognition here and there on other things, but mainstream press, soap press, no. I've had some of my work stolen and repurposed for someone else's site to promote, or to promote the interview, scratch out my lower thirds, not mention JLJ Media, to make it like just some interview that happened. I've had that happen. Some of our digests, crickets, Soaps in Depth, crickets. And I know folks that work there, they don't give a crap about me or my work. I work very hard. My people work very hard. My actors work very hard. I have some big names. I just the big names. And it is funny because our audio dramas, we have blind fans who are legally blind, who tell us they're really enjoying our audio dramas because they can actually, we had all the bells and whistles in there. We do all this stuff to make it sound real, and they really enjoy that. And our characters are diverse. Disabled characters, I guess, we have to figure out how to do that. In, I got 10,000 mugs. You know that I got 10,000. They're all over. I have a whole mug shelf over here, 2 mug shelves over here. But we'd have to. I guess we would have to figure out a way to, I guess, describe them as disabled, because you can't show anything. Like there's no showing. But I guess kind of figure out how to show. I guess talk about that, or do a story. I guess on them would be we got to figure that out because there's no visual cue. I guess we could do and say this person's blind, and we could talk about it. I guess, or this person has some kind of disorder or something. I guess we could figure something like that. I just have to really think about it, because I want diversity on everything. I want everything. Because right now I'm trying to work on something for Indigenous people, because one of our stars of our show is an Indigenous person. We have gay, we have lesbian, we have bisexual, we have Black, white, Hispanic. We have Izzy was all Hispanic. So I'm trying to I want to do some Spanish language stuff. I have some big plans. It's just only me. I'm by myself. I don't have a lot of help. It's just me. I'm reaching out to other people to see what they can bring. So I can only do so much. I'm trying. I can only do so much. But I try to bring you soapy goodness in what we do, because but I get no attention. I get a few write-ups here and there, every once in a while from stuff, but in the soap world, it is crickets. And I know most of those people. Some of them don't like me. They didn't like me for like it for years. And I don't know why. I've never done anything to anybody. I just come out here and smile and just try to forge ahead. I have ideas on why I'm not like some of my counterparts who aren't Black. But for me, I have the best support from the actors in the business, the fans in the business, from some of the other podcasts where we're all good friends. Some of us are really good friends. So I know I have that, and that's the most important. Yes, I'd love to be in Solar Digest or be in Soaps in Depth or Entertainment Weekly. I'd love to be in any of those, but they're not checking for me at all. They're just not. And we've tagged them in things and said things to them, and but I've known people who been in the business less than I have, and they get blurbs and write-ups and retweets. I know. I'm being shady this morning, I guess, because it's live. This is live. I mean, a little more peace of mind. Okay. But a friend of mine said to me, I always say, I am creating the world I want to see. Now, that means my world, I have a whole world that's mine. And the larger people do not want to be, and once you are deemed the larger people, don't want to bring me in it. That's fine. And I said, I've done big names. And Cherie Calvert on here, she knows I did an interview with two actresses who never do interviews together. I'm the only person who has an interview with these two actresses, Cameron Grimes and Kate Fairbanks. I'm the only one. I'm the only one. And it's done 44,000 views and lots of engagement. Its whole fan base comes to Taraya. No, big people. Nope. No. And we've done a second interview. It's doing really well. Now, Young and Restless is very appreciative. Thank you, Young and Restless. I love you guys. The fans are appreciative. So I'll take that. The actors are appreciative. They love coming on the show. We have a great time. I'm the Taraya godfather. I am, right? I am. I don't have a Taraya t-shirt. Okay, Taraya fans. Are anybody making t-shirts? Let me know. I want a Taraya t-shirt so I can wear it on air. You guys make Taraya t-shirts. I want one. Yeah, I know. I understand. Yeah, I do. I say, Jeannie Roberts, remember ER? And Homegirl, I'm blinking out her name. Doctor, I think it was Dr. Her real name was Laura Ennis. She played disabled doctor. She always had a cane or a thing she used. I remember that, and that was cool to see because she was hot. That's what talking about Candace Mack, talking about Happy Soap Opera Day. I just mentioned Forever and a Day. I mentioned Forever and a Day, and Candace comes up. You just missed the whole conversation, Candace. Forever and a Day and Soap Party 401. I mentioned both of those. Thank you. No, so sis, I talk about. Okay, I have 35 shows, not just soaps. You can see all my stuff. Look at the playlist. You'll see. I talk about girlfriends, about being left-handed, all this stuff. I don't just about soaps. But the larger publications don't, excuse my language, don't give a shit about me. So I just think, I love t-shirts and stuff. I'll always wear them on here. No, but I know you guys do. And I said the fans are great. So soap opera, someone asked a really good question. Adam Woods. These shows were set up to sell soap, literally. These shows were set up to sell soap products to housewives. So suds, they were called suds, sudsy, and all these little words. And opera, they would play music in between for emphasis, and they kind of have these little mini dramas. That's where the word soap opera came from, because they were literally these 15, 20-minute shows that were built around and also sponsored by companies that were selling washing washing detergent. So soaps. That's the thing. So soap opera. And to contrary to popular belief, I was not there in the beginning. Yes, I'm old, but I'm not that old. I started in the 70s. watching soaps. But it's but yeah, so I've had to learn that I'm going to create my own success, create the world that I want, and screw all of the outside stuff. I still would love to be in Soap Opera Digest or Entertainment Weekly or Rolling Stone or I would love to be in one of the People Mag. I'd love to be in one of those magazines. Be great for the work that I'm doing. But I'm not going to live my life not, I'm going to continue doing what I'm doing, whether I get in there or not. Maybe one day it'll happen. I don't know. But I think we have good product here on JLJ Media. We have good product out there. And the soaps always get a bad rap anyway. They're always like, and so you guys are wrestling fans, you understand that. There's always this kind of like, wrestling soaps. Well, they're like and they're so popular, but they always kind of get, um, you know. Yeah, no, that's the thing. I'm just going to continue doing what I'm doing. I just think it's not. I can't sit around waiting for them to notice me. I always say, I started from scratch. All of us started from scratch. Candace Mack started from scratch when they did, and we all started from scratch. Adam Wood started from scratch. We all started from scratch. We started from zero, and we built whatever we have today. And whether you start from zero and got 25 fans or 125 or 2025, doesn't matter. It's like you started from zero. You got to start from somewhere. As long as you keep going up and progressing and keep doing it and putting out good work, you'll be fine. That's the reward. So that's fine. I get opportunities. I work with all these PR people. I work with the networks. I get the interviews. So I'm good. I just, I get it. But I want to mention to you guys on National Soap Day, there's drama behind the scenes too. That happens. Drama behind the scenes. Mm-hmm. This is the most I've had anybody watch my show, but I did it live on a weekday. I'm like, I talk about soap operas, all of a sudden everybody comes on. Did you have eczema? Okay. Okay, I don't tell you about that. Good luck with that, I guess. Yes, Forever Day returns November 22nd. It is going to kick off the second year in a row's JLJ Media Christmas. We're going to have her kick it off, or her, not Candace, the show kick it off. And then we'll have all this programming that's geared towards Christmas. I'll put out a sheet like I did last year, giving you a little guide of what's coming up. We're in the middle of the process. We have some great short stories coming out that are Christmas theme. One called Santa is an Alien. And we just recorded that. It's really funny. The song is coming out that I did is coming out November 17th. So we actually have a song that came out of the show. We also have Santa Claus, Sawyer Claus makes a big decision. Questioning Santa. We're gonna do some Christmas themed Bold and Beautiful rewinds, Wine Me Spotlight, Jason Me Spotlights. We're gonna do a couple of those. Miss Toro, we filmed our first 2 episodes. It's coming back in November 29th, I believe, when I was coming back. So that's coming back, season 2. Very excited about that. They're still stuck in Christmas City. We have a Closet series spinoff called The Kringles. I just casted it, and we're setting up our first recording. It's gonna be a comedy. So it's gonna be a Christmas time comedy. It's gonna be really funny. We have some great stuff. We have some really great stuff coming up on JLJ Media for Christmas. So stay tuned for all that, and it's gonna be available on every streaming service you can think of, and all that. Yeah, a lot of fun. A lot of fun. Yeah, I'm auditioning actors right now, and I have a lot of great new talent coming in. Keeping it going. It's keeping it going. But Forever Day will be the flagship this year. Last year was Bristol Road, so Forever Day is going to be the flagship this year, starting it off. We love Christmas on JLJ Media. I love Christmas, so we're going to work it out. I'm going to decorate my house. I got some decorations up already. I'm going to decorate a little early, get that feeling. Behind the scenes has been a storyline in the actual show. That's very true. It's a lot you guys don't know either. It's a lot you really don't know. We'll never write a book one day on stuff. One day, I'm gonna write a book on it because I have my experience in the soap world. There are things you just have. I think fans think they know stuff. They know a few things. There's some things they just do not know. You'd be blown away. But I think one day, way in the future, I'll write a book one day about on it and give my opinions on how it went. But I'm not going to do that now because I'm in the middle of it right now. But there's some stuff that's fun, some stuff that's funny, some stuff that's scandalous. There's a lot that goes on. You have to remember this is just these are actors. These are producers. This is Hollywood. It's TV. But I love it. So happy National Soap Opera Day, everybody. Thanks for coming on, everybody. This is very cool. I don't do these very long. I have work to do. You know, I do 10,000 things. I have a birthday thing to do really quick, and I'm going to be a panel show later on today. I got 10,000 things to do. And I got to have a real breakfast because this is good. But I got to eat some real food, obviously, before I continue the rest of my day. But all our, like I said, Soap Sundays, but you can catch them. They're all up and available right after we do the shows live. I upload them audio and video. So you go ahead and check all those out. And that is Bold and Beautiful Mini Spotlight and Recap, Bold and Beautiful Rewind, Y&R Mini Spotlight and Recap, General Hospital Mini Spotlight and Recap, General Hospital Dirty Deeds, Falcon Crest After Show, and the Dallas After Show. Those are all my soap shows that I do. They are all out there. Yes, I'm working on some stuff for Y&R. Working on some guests. I'm always working on guests, always. Actually, this Sunday is our 100th anniversary, 100th episode of the Y&R Mini Spotlight. I started doing it 6 years ago. I can't believe it because it wasn't a weekly thing. So it's kind of fun. I got 100 episodes. That's crazy talk. So I'm working on something for that. But anyway, so that's coming up. Also, I'm going to say, check out my friends. We have a show, Fish and Days, Soap Party 411, The Chat, the KL Rewatch, Queers and Soaps, all the GH ones, all that stuff. Check them all out. They're giving you some fun. GH Envy, my friend who's been here for a long time also. I'm going to make sure I give a shout out to him, Dion. He's been doing a lot of stuff too. 10-4 GH I mentioned earlier. There are a bunch of people, and then of course Bold Live now doing this on Fridays. My boy Sean Kane will be on this Friday. We love that. We love Casey over there. He's entering our space as a host. It's a lot of work, you guys. Daddy's tired, but he keeps going. Keeps going. And I'm going to continue going as long as I can because you guys want it. So I'm gonna try to give it to you. I sound really dirty, but you know what I mean. Right, kids? Everyone, have a great day today. And if you're not watching soaps, watch